This is iLLANOiZE Radio with Biko, iLLANOiZE Jones, and Pretty Riot going down right now.
If you guys have been paying attention, Pretty Riot recently did a dope article based off XXL's freshman list. And Pretty Riot, why don't you, let people know what's up? Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So pretty much like how Biko said, it was, I guess, inspired on the XXL 2018 freshman list. Like, I'm a person, I grew up on XXL. Like, I copped a couple magazines, as a kid growing up. One thing that really rubbed me wrong with this cover was this whole "we got clout" thing, because I think people in the industry know that clout is only going to get you so far, like literally and figuratively. Like, you can have all the clout in the world, but if you don't have talent to keep people listening to your music, your 15 minutes of fame is going to be just that, 15 minutes. Right. So, yeah, like I said, I just wanted to kind of put my own opinion out there because I feel like it was a lot of really deserving artists, even people that I wasn't able to mention on the list. But yeah, a lot of really just deserving artists that should have been
working hard too.
Yeah, that's been working hard and that really should have had a spot on that freshman list.
What were you looking for?
Pretty much artists that don't sound like everybody else.
Okay.
I hate that the music industry is so oversaturated with a lot of the same sounds. So I think that I really wanted to include a lot of artists that had different sounds. Like, one of my favorite on there is Rico Nasty. Because if y'all have not heard Rico Nasty, go listen to her. Because it's a female. She doesn't sound like your typical female. And then also, she doesn't have your typical hip-hop sound. Like, I even think in the article I said it gives me like a trap rock star kind of vibe. Because it's like, it's real upbeat, it's head-banging, but she has this raspy voice, but she really spitting bars. So it's like, I listen to a lot of different music, and I think that a lot of more people should listen to this.
Okay, and Mark, I want to ask you, why Juice WRLD?
Juice WRLD, I see something in them, cause I can't even lie. The very first time I heard Juice WRLD, I'm like,
same.
All right, it's okay. But the more I started to listen to him, the more I started to follow his movement on social media. I mean, honestly, I made the list before he did his little 1 hour freestyle. But when I heard that kind of solidified it. Like, okay, so maybe you don't just make this, I don't want to call it weird music, but you just don't, maybe you don't just make this weird music and you have some substance behind you, because a lot of artists are like that. I'm going to make a certain type of music because that's what I like, but don't you ever get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like for me, that's what Juice WRLD did in that interview.
And I'm happy you put Juice in there because he has been dominating.
He has. I mean, my man's touched the charts. Yeah. He's been selling out shows. His fan base is spectacular. So I mean,
he's heavy.
He's doing his thing right now.
I want to say what actually got me into him with Juice was his recent freestyle.
Yeah, that he did.
Westwood. Yes.
Yeah.
When I watched that, he really freestyle, and it was all. I'm looking like, why he ain't got no stuff out like this? His freestyle was nasty.
No,
he was coming off the top.
He was going crazy. That's why I said that's what really for me solidified it. Because I mean, like, I really kind of picked Juice WRLD off. I liked the sound after a while. It grew on me. It was different at first, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this, but like I said, the more I started to listen, he grew on me as an artist. And when he dropped, I don't want to say it wrong. Goodbye Good Riddance.
Yeah, that's his EP.
Okay, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, when he dropped Goodbye Good Riddance and I actually gave it a listen, I'm like, this is not actually pretty bad. It's actually pretty relatable as well. So I don't know. I like him. I like him right now.
I was shocked you had Gunna.
Really?
Yeah, I was shocked.
A lot of people, like for me, it's something about Gunna that I like too. That I just think that, like, a lot of people say he sound like Young Thug, which I mean, I think you can get.
He sound like an approved Young Thug.
Yeah, and I was literally, that was what's about to come out my mouth. Like, I almost kind of sound like he Thug 2.0 without all that weird stuff. Because like,
you can hear him better.
Yeah,
you can understand him.
And not even just the content. It ain't weird shit. Like, Thug, we all know Thug that said some OC stuff. We just sir, but I think with Gunna, it's kind of like. He gives us that thug sound, but it's street music. You know what I'm saying? It's his experiences on top of that mixed with it, and it creates something cool. And I don't know, I like his cadence is just real dope to me.
My last question is, who do you feel is the most underrated artist on We Got Talent?
The most underrated, I would have to say it's between Smino and Saba.
I would say Smino.
I'm gonna say Film.
Oh, and okay, now, the only reason I'm not gonna say Fem is that because I think, shout out to Fem Dot, because personally, me and Fem, we go back. I've known Fem since we were younger. We've literally, our schools have competed in each other. at Louder Than the Bomb. So I've known Film for a very long time, and I've watched his talent grow. I think once Film does Lollapalooza, it's only up for there from him. Level. So it's just like, I won't say that Film's underrated. He just hasn't had that complete spotlight to shine. But once he's able to get that spotlight, he's going to take off because he everything about Film is just so well polished. And I just love the image that he's created for himself. And once he gets that spotlight, once he take August 4th, so if, I know Lollapalooza tickets is expensive, but if you want to hop the gates, you know, go see Film on August 4th.
Just don't hurt yourself like Joey Perk them did. Damn, that killed theyself. Vic Mensa them back in the day almost killed theyself. But I mean, I wasn't saying underrated in a bad way.
But
I rocks with Film. I feel like he just deserves so much more.
That Lil' Crim 2, first of all, from start to finish, forward, backward, is a vibe. Period. I don't care if you start on song 1, song 2. Unfortunately, I just know the order of songs, y'all. I don't be knowing the names. My bad. I think RYU is one of my favorite. Yeah, I'm bad at names of songs. But literally, that's a mood. And like I said in my thing, Film is layers. He gives you layers of it's not just lyricism. It's not just great production. It's all of that neatly tucked in. And then once you listen, you get to peel it back. And then you going to hear him say like, damn, did he just, hold on. Then you going to go back a little bit. You going to run that back for real. Like, I think that's what I really love about Film is that he has so many layers to his music that it instantly gives him replay value.
I mean, let the people know how they can find this article, where to go, all that, and then let's give our inner remarks, promos, and things of that nature.
Yeah, so if you haven't already, you could check out We Got Talent. I think I'm gonna call it the Talented 10th because
I like that.
It's 10 artists.
I like that, the Talented 10th.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna call it, the Talented 10th.
It's like it need a sculpture.
Shut up, Jones.
Like around Rushmore.
Can I finish?
Go ahead, girl.
No, I'm just playing. But yeah, definitely check out the Talented 10th. Head right on over to illanoize.co. That's ILLANOIZE.co. When you go on the site, it's literally right there. So you're going to click it. You're going to see the people. You might as well click the article. Let me put you on to some really dope music. Some really dope artists. I've literally featured from people from coast to coast. So it's not just Chicago artists. It's not just Atlanta artists. I threw some California. Shout out to Saweetie. Like I said, Rico Nasty. She repping the DMV. It's
St.
literally,
Louis.
St. Louis, right? Smino from St. Louis. It's literally artists from everywhere. And they're making really dope music with really unique sounds. If you're tired of listening to the same type of music, or you want some music, my lips are going to be all on the mic.
It's all good. Kiss the mic. You good. You let people know what's up.
Who else to kiss this mic? No, I'm just playing, but
gotta be careful what mic you put your mouth on.
You know what?
Turn it off. That's all you gotta do for just 5 seconds. Is just turn him down because he been cutting up this whole show. And with that being said, go check out the article. It's literally on all iLLANOiZE platforms.
Better yet, click the link down there in that description box. Yeah, you watching this video? Click the link in the description box.
Click that link.
And,
right there.
And for those that's listening on the podcast, Apple Podcasts, all of that, click that link that you see as well and read
the article. It's on my page as well. So my Instagram is Pretty Riot, of course. My Twitter is _Pretty Riot. I posted it there. I posted it everywhere because I really just want people to see this. I want these artists to also know that they are appreciated by media platforms as well. Oh, that's another thing just to throw in. Like, I really want to do this list too now because I feel like I do my own list in my brain every year when XXL drops it.
You have started something new.
No,
a lot of people make it a habit of doing it every year. Yo.
So that's something that when I was doing Swallow My Thoughts, I would always I would always contemplate doing a list, but I didn't feel like my platform was big enough. So since I'm like, okay, I think if I put this on iLLANOiZE, it might really make some noise. So we're a media platform that, our name holds some weight. So I feel like if we show these artists that we appreciate y'all too, It's not just the big people. The little people care about you guys too.
And we gonna end the show off with the homie Jay Sperado. I Could Never Be You. Right here on iLLANOiZE via Logic Radio. See you guys next week.
And we out.
Sperado. Hey. Radio, I can see me on it. On the stars, I can see me with it. Billboards, I can see me in it. But they only with you when they see you in it. Don't care for materialistics, I just wanna get about the hood. Look at your mom's like,